Westwood Patriots have battled through adversity this season, but have been working hard to be at their best when the playoffs begin.
One player who will be key to their success in the postseason is guard Marta. I caught up with a senior for this week's Player Spotlight. For the better part of 4 seasons, Marta has exemplified what it means to be a Westwood Patriot.
It's just kind of cool to watch her become, like I said, a great scholar athlete, not just an athlete and not just a scholar. She's a very well-rounded individual.
I definitely say my leadership has really grown throughout all the years. I've learned from my friend Natalie Prophet. As a sophomore, she was the senior. I've learned from watching the girls as I've grown up. I've been able to spend some time with them, and I think definitely my leadership and my skills have grown with the help of my role models.
On the court, the Patriots have had their shares of ups and downs this season.
I think we've definitely improved since last year. It's our same team coming back. So being over 500 was definitely a goal for us this season, and I think we've accomplished that, even after some minor setbacks with injuries and such.
During a game against Iron Mountain in January, Marta would be sidelined with an injury, leading her to miss extended time during the toughest stretch of the Patriots' schedule.
I tore a ligament in my ankle about middle of the season, and I was a little bit afraid after that. I was out for about 4 or 5 games.
We obviously didn't have her for 2 of our bigger games against Ishpeming and Ghani, and then I felt like we needed a new identity for a while, because obviously changing our defense, because we had to kind of not have her on the best player or second best player, and then went to a zone for a while, so it was a little different.
Marta continued to support her teammates from the sideline while working hard behind the scenes to get back onto the court.
We always talk about that, like if we could take her essence, me and her volleyball coach, her softball coach, and take her work ethic and just her personality, we would have some really, really good teams, just because, yes, she would put the team first. She has put the team on her back, and that was very evident when she came back from a pretty bad ankle injury. It was torn a little bit in there, and I think it still bugs her a little bit, but she wants to help her team win and wants to win that district with her team.
Marta's hard work and dedication to her craft is starting to pay off. In January, Marta put pen to paper, signing to continue her academic and playing career at Northern Michigan.
I'm planning on being in the pre-pharmacy program in Northern Michigan, hopefully graduating with chemistry, bachelor's of chemistry. So
Marta will join a surging Wildcat program under the guidance of head coach Casey Thousand.
Definitely in the off-season, I'm going to be working really hard just to, get ready for that big jump. It's a big jump from high school to college, and I'm so grateful that I was given the opportunities that I have, and I'm really excited to be coached by Casey Thousand and Coach Jordan Sweeney, and I'm really, really excited to meet some new people and have the new experiences out of my small hometown.
A month after signing to the next level, Marta would reach another goal. On Monday, she scored 19 points, leading the Patriots to a win over Jeffers. In the victory, she would surpass the 1,000-point mark in her career.
I think just gratefulness just ran through my body. I was just so grateful for the teammates that I have, the coaches that I've had throughout my years. My mom especially, she's been coaching me since I was in 3rd grade. My parents have pushed me so hard to be at the level that I am, and I was so grateful for all the opportunities that I've been given and just being able to achieve that goal that I wanted for so long.
While Marta's time at Westwood is coming to a close, she hopes to extend the Patriots' season as long as possible.
If we can put a whole game together, play the defense that we know how to play and the offense, I think we can definitely make it past districts and hopefully past that.
I think going into districts, we've been kind of starting to gel again, starting to do more. Her jumper's coming back. It looks like our 2 other really good shooters, Lexi and Izzy, are starting to shoot, getting back into their groove too. So I think we're kind of firing all cylinders right now. So I'm excited for postseason, actually.
And just like Prophet did for her, along with the other Westwood greats before her, Marta hopes she can help inspire the next generation of Patriots.
I think those are the main things that I really want to show to maybe I'm the role model to younger athletes, that basketball is all about attitude and effort, and I've tried my best to exemplify that when I play, and I think that that's something I really want to be remembered for.
Well, good luck to Megan and the rest of the Patriots the rest of the way in tour. Before we hit the break, I do want to give a shout out to Jersey Karki. Now, he's the one behind this awesome graphic behind us. He's a former Westwood student athlete who's been helping their athletic department with their graphics for social media this season. And I figured why not reach out to him and see if he could help whip up a graphic for us. And he did so, and he did it fairly quickly. And I must say he did a very, very good job on this graphic. So
yeah, no, this is awesome. Love it.
it's really, really nice. So thank you, Jersey, for that. When we return, we're going to reveal our upcoming game of the week.